I welcome you all in this session. Myself, Artita Laulikar, Assistant Professor from PSS RSN College of Arts and Science, Ponda, Goa. Program: Bachelor of Science, 3rd year, Subject Botany, Semester 5, Course Code BOC 106, Course Title Cell Biology and Biochemistry. Title of the Unit 4, Biomolecules. Module name: Proteins, Classification, Structure, which is primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary and quaternary structure. In this module, you will be learning about proteins, classification of proteins, protein structure, that is primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. By the completion of this module, you will be able to describe what are proteins, classification of proteins, and explain protein structure, that is primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary protein structures. Proteins. Protein is a macromolecule made up of building blocks called amino acids. They are polymers of amino acids. The term protein was first proposed by Berzelius in 1838, and the word protein is derived from the Greek word proteos, that means preeminent or first. Each protein has a defined amino acid sequence which is genetically determined. Protein is an essential constituent of living cells and they play crucial roles in all biological processes. Proteins make up around 12% of the protoplasm. Chemically, proteins are made up of carbon, nitrogen, hydrogen, oxygen, and may have sulfur, phosphorus, iron, etc. Plant sources of proteins are pulses, nuts, cereals, etc. Some biologically important proteins are glutenin in wheat, flavoprotein, nucleoproteins, cytochrome, etc. Classification of proteins. Proteins are classified as simple proteins. These have only amino acids. Conjugated proteins. Here, non-amino acid components are associated with the protein molecule. And the third one is derived proteins. These are the degradation products of proteins. Simple proteins. Simple proteins are also known as holoproteins. This group include proteins containing only amino acids. These are globular type, only scleroproteins which are fibrous. Simple proteins are further divided into albumins. These are soluble in water, coagulated by heat. Example, leucocene found in cereals. Second one is globulins. These are insoluble in water but soluble in neutral salts. They get coagulated by heat. Example, tuberine from potato. Glutenins. These are insoluble in water, neutral salts, and they get coagulated by heat. Example is glutenine from wheat. Prolamines, these are insoluble in water, alcohol and neutral solvents but soluble in ethyl alcohol. They do not get coagulated by heat. Example is zein from maize. Scleroproteins, these are insoluble in water, acids, bases, salts and ethyl alcohol. Protamines and histones, these are soluble in water and they do not get coagulated by heat. Conjugated proteins. Conjugated proteins are also called as complex proteins or heteroproteins. These are proteins linked with a separable non-protein portion called prosthetic group. Based on the nature of the prosthetic group present, these are classified as nucleoproteins. This contains nucleic acid as the prosthetic group. Glycoproteins containing carbohydrate. Chromoproteins, these are coupled with a colored pigment. lipoproteins containing phospholipids or cholesterol, metalloproteins, these are linked with metals, phosphoproteins containing phosphoric acid as the prosthetic group. Derived proteins, these are derivatives of proteins resulting from the action of heat, enzymes or chemical reagents. This group also include the artificially produced polypeptides. Derived proteins are of two types. Primary derived proteins, these are the derivatives of protein in which the size of protein is not altered. Secondary derived proteins, these are derivatives of proteins in which the hydrolysis has certainly occurred and the molecules are smaller than the original proteins. So as learned, derived proteins are of two types, that is primary derived proteins and secondary derived proteins. The primary derived proteins are further divided into proteons. These are produced by action of acids, enzymes or water on protein. Second is metaproteins. These are produced by further action of acid or alkali on protein. Coagulated. These are produced by action of heat or alcohol on proteins. Secondary derived proteins are further divided into proteoses. This prolonged hydrolysis of metaproteins yield proteoses. Peptones, obtained by continued hydrolysis of proteoses. Polypeptides, prolonged hydrolysis of natural proteins yield peptides. Structure of proteins. 4 basic structural levels are assigned to proteins. These are primary structure. These are sequence of amino acids. Second is secondary structure. Here the amino acids are linked by hydrogen bonds. Tertiary structure. These are the 3D folding of polypeptide chain. And the last one is quaternary structure. This consists of more than one polypeptide chain. So here in this image we can see the structure of proteins. The first one is the primary protein structure. Here we can see the secondary protein structure, which are of two types, alpha helix and the beta pleated sheet. Then the tertiary protein structure, and this is how the quaternary protein structure looks. Primary structure of protein. The proteins are linear, unfolded and formed of one or more polypeptide chains. So here in this image we can see the primary protein structure. Here the amino acid residues are linked by repeating peptide bonds. The adjacent polypeptide chains are linked by disulfide bonds. Most of the structural proteins which are in the form of fibers exhibit primary structure. Example is fibron of silk. Secondary protein structure. This refers to the helical nature of the protein. Now based on the nature of hydrogen bonding, there are two types, alpha helix and beta pleated sheet. So here we can see the secondary structure. Alpha helix, that is the helical structure. The helix is formed by a series of amino acid residues woven into a spiral chain. The helical chain has a screw-like symmetry. A hydrogen bond is formed between the peptide group of every first and fourth amino acid residues. The regular appearance of hydrogen bonds determines the regularity of turns in the polypeptide chain. So here we can see the alpha helix structure, that is the secondary protein structure. Beta pleated sheet structure. These are formed from hydrogen bonding between two peptide chains. This bonding leads to the formation of sheets of parallel chains in the form of pleated sheets. So the chains may be parallel. Here the N-terminal end of the polypeptide chains point in the same direction as shown in this diagram. Antiparallel, the N-terminals end of the polypeptide chains point in the opposite direction. Tertiary structure. Tertiary structure is exhibited by proteins having only one polypeptide chain. This refers to the folding of polypeptide chains caused by the formation of bonds or weak association between amino acid side chains. 4 different types of side chain interactions are involved. Those are covalent bond, hydrogen bond, ionic interaction, and hydrophobic interaction. The tertiary structure is attained by globular proteins. Ribonuclease is example of a protein with tertiary structure. Quaternary structure. 2 or more polypeptide chains associate together to produce a quaternary structure. It is a combination of primary, secondary, and tertiary proteins. Quaternary structure are of 2 types. First one is homogeneous quaternary structure. Here the polypeptide chains are identical. Example is phosphorylase. Second, heterogeneous quaternary structure. Here the polypeptide chains, they are non-identical. Example is hemoglobin. References. Thank you.